Right, let's talk Shogun episode 3, shall we? This show just keeps getting better and better. So I watched it Tuesday. It's out every Tuesday. Such a good show. Such a great show. I watched episode 1 and then pretty much kind of back to back watched episode 2. And then coincidentally the very next day, because I was behind, episode 3 was released. Now, in my episode 1 review, I talked non-spoilers as possible. Episode 2, and now this review, we will touch on some spoilers. We kind of have to, really, to get into it. You genuinely do have to. So, great. Nothing changes from my episode 1 review. And this is the difficulty when reviewing an ongoing series, is that you lay your opinions on the technical aspect and the cinematography. And generally speaking, it's not going to change unless, I don't know, someone's had an aneurysm midway through shooting and they just go off the rails. So the technical aspect is absolutely great. It's mind-blowing. Love the intro as well. The intro is very Game of Thrones-esque. And that's kind of what I'll compare this to, because it's a lot of politics, but in the best way possible. So Game of Thrones had a lot of politics. A lot of politics, but in a good way. Scheming way. Nefarious. Interesting. Interpersonal. You know, you're seeing it through the lenses of very specific key characters. This is the same. This is the same. And it's the same in a few ways. Like I said, I mean, the intro alone is very Game of Thrones-esque in terms of how it sort of sets up each district, I guess, each region of Japan. So what happens in this episode? Well, I mean, I'm going to start where we end, because that was such a beautiful scene. So good. We end with them basically escaping Osaka. So they escape Ishido. I'm trying to remember the names, by the way. And Blackthorn is instructed to teach Tokunaga, I think I got that wrong before, how to dive. And it's like, again. And it's just constant. He's constantly diving, trying to teach him how to dive. And then I said, would you mind racing him to the shore? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And he's advised by the translator, don't let him win. He hates that. It's like, no, I wasn't going to. And it's great. You can see this sort of blossoming relation there. You know, friendship and respect. Because what happened previously, and I wanted to touch on that first, what happened previously was that regent, Hiroyuki Sanada's character, was only able to escape because of Blackthorn. They did an old switcheroo in one of those sort of people carry, I don't know, wagons, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they're called. And they're stopped to be searched before leaving. And he kicks up a huge fuss because he clocks that Tokunaga's in there. I hope I'm not butchering that again. But he clocks that he's in there and he's about to be found out. And if they're found out, then obviously they're just going to get killed. And that's not... doesn't really want to die. So he kicks up such a big fuss, manages to escape. And then, unfortunately, they do get spotted. There is one of the Christian regents there with an ambush waiting to go. And it's great. Arrows just, hail down this hill. They've got the high ground. Star Wars reference. They don't say that. So they figure out Tokunaga's there. Lots of katana action. It's great. It's absolutely brilliant. The action's great. The set pieces are utterly just beautiful. It's such a well-made show. Such a well-made show. Some comments came through saying, is it woke? No, not at all. It's very respectful of that time period in Japan. Apparently Hiroyuki Sanada was influential in ensuring that it remained very, very, very true to that time period. So you can thank Hiroyuki Sanada for that. There's not a whiff of anything like that. It's just a brilliant pseudo-historical drama, because it is an adaptation of a novel, but it is based on real life events. You know, these characters are representative of real people and real historical things which happened. But it's just what it is. It's just true to that. It's great. Bloody love it. Really, really, really love it. It is single-handedly the best thing on TV right now. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is the best thing on TV. The way that they depict feudal Japan, and just how they lay out the conversations. Because you'd think, right, dialogue between characters, which are done through an interpreter and also having to read on, subtitles. You'd think that would get a bit tiresome here and there. Maybe, I don't know, some people would. But my God, it's so slick. It's so well done. All of the dialogue, how they all interact. Very, very good. And just the brutality. Heads coming off left, right and centre. We have people risking their lives and committing their lives to the cause. Brilliant. There was a really nice interaction between Blackthorn and the other sailor, the Spanish sailor, Rodriguez, I think it was, that he saved previously. Because he was influential in that guy even being alive currently now, and obviously that's it's karma. It's going to come back on Blackthorn eventually, and it did. So they're trying to race away in a ship. Both Rodriguez, the Christians, the Portuguese, and Blackthorn in another ship, and Rodriguez. He just out and out defies an order to ram Blackthorn's ship, basically, which was their way to get rid of him, but yeah, it didn't work. And just the respect that Tokunaga's character, again, I'm butchering that, I bet you I am, his character shows Blackthorn saying, look, the Portuguese Christians gave me these books. They tell me that they confirm you're a pirate. And he's like, yeah, shit, basically. To which Hiroyuki Sanada's character is like, it's going to take a long, long time to translate. It's like, he's letting him off. Cool. Excellent. It's a good show. Strong recommendation from me. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. It's great. It's got like some of the biggest viewing figures for any premiere debut show ever outside of, I think it even beat it beat The Bear, and it absolutely deserves it. The Bear's a great show, but this is, mind blowing. So there you go. I don't have much else to say. If you've watched it, let me know what you thought of episode 3. Are you looking forward to things to come? Drop down below. Take care. Bye bye now.